Now with speeds up to 5 gigs, limited availability.
It's the winter convergence when the freezing cold calls. But as the frost-beaten winter begins to take hold, the frigid darkness awaits in the cold.
Well, FaZe may have had their hands full on Nuke. They may have lost that map again versus G2 this week, but Inferno has surely changed things. A blowout in the first half, a T-side that G2 simply couldn't keep up with despite those 3 rounds early, that 4th one sprinkled in because of the JKS 5-7 magic. It's ultimately all they got, man. 4 rounds of a defense. Doesn't feel like enough.
No kidding. Yeah, FaZe took a little bit to wake up the last time they played against G2, and they started a almost closed out Nuke, if not for JKS, honestly, on that CT side. And here, it's a much better go of it. Much better rematch as well versus a team who took them to overtime. Let's see if they can close.
Flash out from Hunter. Try and pop this bomb site. Listen, Nico's got some free real estate, right? He's sizing this up already. How far can he get before they actually have to throw that nade? Nico wants to see something. He's gonna get all the way in. His position now known. He's got Brokey behind him towards Library, but the flood of T's hit the ground. Brokey will get smoked off. So despite his first kill, Rops isn't able to offer up anything to FaZe's favor. 4 versus 4 in the post-plant pistol. Nico. That's kind of gross.
That was the Moto boost. It's up now.
Plus behind a Moto smoke, with the time ticking down as well. This is a tough moment, and actually FaZe are just going to leave it. They're not going to try to go for the 3 before retake, so this gives G2 at least some spots in this half. This is such a written-off game if FaZe can pick up the pistol after all of those rounds that Twist basically won for them in that second half towards the tail end. Now G2 actually might have some hope still.
3 players saving in a pistol. This is because Outsiders after
that point, yeah.
This is the Jane effect.
And to be fair, that's how oppressive that Moto smoke is when it's fresh in a post plant. It is so hard to get back in, especially if you don't have, what you need is a smoke that you can bounce off towards the site so that you can start clearing up into Graveyard. Once you get into Graveyard, then you can go forward with it, or you smoke off Big Pit, and then you can scale and start clearing the site. But because there's Big Pit, Graveyard, and the site, and a Moto smoke, which means the T's could have gone anywhere, there's really, only a bad team is going to lose that situation. So you call it some respect here from FaZe that they decide to not try to give him any more kills. That's why you've got to decide when you want to play retake and when you want to play within smokes.
All that Kevlar is actually giving them a decent little pool here to work with. Some nades with the MP9 and Promise. And a flash towards top banana. Nico looking for some revenge, man. It was a tough half. Wasn't able to get his war machine rolling. He's got 7 frags across.
And on Nuke, I mean, he was dying in every single way.
Hasn't been his series. Still a pretty good event from him, so a little more time.
Yeah. But it feels like he's just been countered more than he's just been whiffing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, especially back on Nuke Outdoors. Rain had his number.
That was not fun.
Couple moments he shines here and there, but careful, Modesty, friendly fire.
So Rob's CT side of Inferno, I think we've seen him pushing the T apartments more than we have pretty much ever, and that was what won them the last match versus G2, being so aggressive.
Ooh. Nice nade damage. Hunter and Hooksy tagged up somewhat, but 5-7 tries to sprint away. Remember, Robs, he's playing with one of those two guns. Cooksey tries to dive into the site. Jumping Mac 10 will work. Wonderful second kill here from Robs. And then he kind of keeps it tucked. He's under pressure as that SMG presses in, and Nico, well, the Galil looks wonderful on Arch side. A triple kill to keep FaZe at bay. 5 rounds the difference, but it's a T-side start. Bodes well for G2.
He is such an artist with these sprays, turning that into a spray, into a burst, into taps, and Robs doing a hell of a lot from here. That was an absolutely obtuse flick up into the apartments for the second frag. And again, we have to see what Robs is going to do from the pit position, whether it's playing inside of halls, off the balcony. He's one of the players to watch in the whole world when it comes to this position.
Twists. Oh, Hooksy.
5,
Holds left
4,
click as long as he holds
3,
W.
2,
Just guns through
1.
that banana setup. Wastes no time. Throws caution to the wind. And then Robs is going to give him something to think about. Second kill from him and Brokey. Oh no. Starting to rob this away. Plus, not to mention, that's the bomb planter.
Yeah, the bomb. It's right in the perfect position if you have T's there. But right now,
Oh god.
CTs have all the best spots.
After that double entry, things looked like they were going so well. Hunter will wrap around. Oh, dunked on.
Wow.
Nico.
How wonderful.
From downtown, they recover.
The
It's a
Kovac.
Kovac clutch.
Let's go. I mean, that was not easy to figure out.
Well,
They used their
seems
utility
like things
perfectly
went
timed in
further
all the right
disrepair
spots,
than
and that
we
AG,
anticipated.
that's what makes a big difference.
These
It's really hard to get
nationals
Robs
have
and
grown
can't watch the layering bond.
Please,
And Hooksy's like, you're gonna let these kills go to
close
waste?
them out while we realign the life
Wow, I thought he said it's Nico because he just shot one. Of course, Robs.
Watch your step.
Nasty. They're just spraying at every opportunity. Did you just say Famas?
Yeah. Famas is not my friend.
Watch your step.
Third time no cold.
Honestly, for G2's sake, I'm very happy that round didn't fall out of their hands, right?
Yeah.
Give this T-side a little life. Give these G2 fans a reason to make a little noise.
Yeah.
There's a little.
There.
We got a little.
Seen some old school jerseys here. Actually, an SK jersey.
SK.
Yeah. He said he was a G2 fan. He spent 3 hours looking for his jersey, couldn't find it.
Oh no.
But you honestly get more street cred with an SK jersey, right?
Yeah, for sure.
G2 fans won't admit they're embarrassed to wear the jersey. Maybe that all changes here at the World
I
Final.
was gonna say, it's been a rough year, but here comes Nico. Ooh. Tries to transition the spray into what could have been a second CT. CTs who now have barely any retail. See if Twist.
It was actually quick to get the frag last time.
Watch your step.
More insulting if Hunter's the guy to die to this. He's over here. Just get a little freebie, that'd be wonderful. But with the smoke, he's got to give up some space
Watch your step.
for him to drop his team into a 3 versus 5. Also, to leave that insight, he should have done it.
Anti right here. Got the CT back on the inside.
Watch your step.
G2 should know about it. Ooh, big damage! Twists. He set up Rain to try and hold it. He's back into quad. We've got a Molotov and a frag here for Hunter, so that'll definitely help. Not to mention little wallbang. And they flush him
Watch your step.
straight into Hunter's crosshair.
Perfect protocols. The amount of pressure possible.
Rocks. 2 versus 3, but they're not even going to take this chance. They're going to call that quits. Twist does his damnedest. Just not enough. Not with Rain getting pelted by all those
It
utilities.
was perfect respect on the map there from G2, right? Like, not only was that boost sitting there the entire time, but G2 went to work the map accordingly, didn't see anything. There were resources tied up there. They can't retake banana control. They can't even flash it. They have to just chill because there could be someone right around the corner. But over on the A side, he's behind us.
Watch your step.
On mid. If they don't smoke off hard and pretend to at least take brackets, that flimsy bit of map control would actually be hugely impactful on the round for FaZe. So G2, full credit for kind of setting that up so there'd be maximum 2 players there. No op that they have to worry about.
Watch your
All
step.
they have to worry about We do have Brokey successfully saving his gun, which is huge. But this gets one round closer.
We are just about... Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic.
And we see Twist get
What are
basically
you
the most
doing?
you could ask for out of this, right? 2
Me?
kills straight up,
There is
and
too
his
much
teammate
nature.
gets away.
What are you doing?
But look at how they dealt with this. The HE
What
going
does
out
that
first just in
mean?
case he was kind of low.
This is
They
your
covered it
fault.
perfectly with an op and a rifle on the far side. They didn't rush the situation at all by trying to scale too fast.
Helpless new
Now
students.
Wallbang made it a real easy.
Now let's see if FaZe Clan can win around like G2 did in that first half.
Watch your step.
G2's D-side. Substantial lead, now just down to 3. But we do get G2 kind of tagged up here. Monacy and Nico both on 64. This is MP9.
Watch your step.
I gotta say, I love the idea
Interrupt.
of setup of these 4-7s. They came through with a lot of it. They executed really well.
Watch your step.
Yes, take advantage
Interrupt.
to their maximum advantage.
AOE incoming.
Necessarily different. They have a lot of it. Molly just launches the setup, and that's the one right there.
P9 goes out. It's a bunch
Watch
of
your
damage.
step.
Twist backs up Molly. Couldn't see Jack because of that flash. He just got nowhere to go, right? Just has to run back forward, and he
This
can't
all
even do
could
that.
have been
Burns to a
avoided by
crisp.
Someone not trying too
Interesting
hard.
spot for Brokey right beyond. Just was supposed to be mowing that, and now he's still sticking around.
It's usually a march. It's a slight variation that can catch them off guard. Nico's going to try to pop his chest over at that.
Watch your
B-side.
step.
Big-
Run.
Far press zone. There's no change.
See, this is the weaker site, right? It's the 2 pistols.
Look at the clock right now.
Oh god, 13 seconds.
Watch
They're
your
trying to get
step.
in. That first kill's great. Kerrigan gets spotted. Oh! Nico doesn't turn his attention. So with those few seconds to spare, G2 comes in with that plant and a
Watch your
9
step.
added to the tally. That lead has essentially evaporated.
Yeah, we're almost
Run.
back in the square at this point. As Brokey with the gun saved, carried forward, has the
Watch your step.
but loses it this time. Still be able to get it on their next 5, but G2 moving correctly. They're moving slowly, but with just enough time.
Watch your step.
Look, it's such a good matchup for FaZe right now. They already proved it over on Nuke, toe-to-toe. You put that new game over a couple of times. It was
Run.
like they would go, they would win 5 times, FaZe would win 5 times. It was just too close to call to say one team was clearly better. And it feels like Inferno might be the case as well. And the cool part is these guys have been going to head-to-head quite often. I mean, there have been some first-time matchups. We saw Yakinder play against his old team of Outsiders for actually the first time since he left the roster. But there's already some history within 2022 between FaZe and G2. Hey, G2 weren't at the major. FaZe only won 1 map.
Right? What's the difference really
What's the
between
difference?
them?
Nico and JKS used to play for FaZe.
Oh, whoa! Double nade plus a molly?
That's ruthless.
Listen, this is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah,
This was a
Kerrigan
huge
is-
investment. This was guns.
Yeah, Kerrigan is super low as well. Tail end of the first half, FaZe did a similar thing. It was all on Hobbit.
Roki's gonna have to go absolute god mode now. Solo, essentially, because of Kerrigan's 4 HP. Brain's dead body littered at this B site as well. I mean, if I'm G2, there's no reason to be afraid of this B site. No reason at all.
Wish word. Can't do anything wrong unless there's massive damage.
Shockwave.
Digits off the back of this one. They can just push through the little that's left of Kerrigan. There'll be a world of pressure applied.
With the fast mode.
Utility comes out first. He goes at the front and
Shockwave.
an instant delete. Kerrigan, of course, only 4 health, and Robs tries to run out. The fact Hunter gets a team kill could maybe put Twist in a better position, but his entire team is dead, and G2 are now on the cusp of tying this game.
Damn near got 2 kills off of that opening.
Shockwave.
And again, FaZe used versus them. It's crazy how much they're mirroring.
Shockwave.
Come out from FaZe that G2 used in the first half. And then similarly, this attack on the 3B setup right away is the perfect call out of Oopsie. It almost wins them the round. They feel like it's over, and then Brokey sticks around in an interesting spot. Now, if he had a slightly deeper angle, he kills Oopsie when he goes for the fast smoke. You can smoke CT off from far back, but it takes longer. Here they try to make it not telegraphed, but with Brokey on that angle, you can normally die doing that.
Now we need to clear
then
out
Brokey
the
sticks
big
around, and Nico just
I
hard
will
clears it.
activate
One
the
bullet to the
goals
head, getting
for
revenge for himself
That is Taratos.
after a really rough nuke.
Skills. Use them to get her attention.
Started to assert himself up Banana. Look at this util. 3 nades.
We know that works.
I thought it was
wasn't
Molotov
even
damage,
yeah.
but no, just 3 homing missiles that fly around that deep corner, and then Brokey. I mean, he had to do something majestic, and instead he gets deleted by Nico's first bullet.
There's not enough space to stick back there if they want to try to slow things out and play it slow. They wanted to try to get in front of that execute, but it's a round of G2 player.
Watch your step.
It's very car control, and they can go with a full exec, and they already have
Shockwave.
and 90 damage on the second player. Phase kind of
Phase
It's going to be
change.
some heroic to big mistake from G2, otherwise they're probably going to lose. G2 with that, they touched it. It's an 11-4 and they were close.
Watch your step. Phase change.
Clearly limitations.
It's a different level of G2 right now.
Tie this game up at
Shockwave.
11. Again, 4 rounds on that first half. Yes, some of them were close, but they also all happened in like the first 6 rounds
Watch your
of the game.
step.
So it felt like everything from that point forward was flat. It felt like FaZe were on the highway to map 3. The wheels starting to fall off this whip.
Shockwave.
To give this respect.
Watch your
Star of
step.
their best weapon. Twist, he's up to 20. He's had some big moments here for FaZe.
Looking to deliver yet again. Oopsie running in. Excellent flash, but it's not yet there. Rain getting next to the deagle. Modesty with the wall bang. That
Rain-
drops the rifle. Rain wants to extend out to grab it, and he will find hands on it. But now as he gets back, ooh, he will get away. I thought maybe somebody there from G2 would try to chase it down, but the 4v4 is where we're left.
Yeah, they've been very calm in these situations.
They pull the goalie.
So G2 want to know if this is a honeypot or not. The smokes are going up to the night vision outside of Arch. We've seen this happen before, and they do go ahead and potentially pick the correct site here. Every single CT waiting, but at 20 seconds, they're just not even close. They're just not in the right spot whatsoever. G2 are going to find
Shockwave.
completely open B site after a successful refresh. Honestly, through the half wall.
Oopsie forces twists off his initial perch.
Give it a shot sometimes, right?
Take a chance.
Shockwave.
Hoping it nets them freely around FaZe. They try to go for the gamble.
That call is massive, man. There was pressure there at G2. They just picked up the M4. There were still 3 players on the B side. It could have been everybody rotating over there. It's a mystery.
Shockwave.
Looks have been very confident about the way they took that. They didn't test brackets. They smoked off Arch. They didn't show themselves at all. And they called out FaZe for not playing any close positions inside of mid. If they even had somebody playing under porch, they would have been able to see that that was a fake. It's a risk sometimes to throw a smoke like an Arch smoke and then to not make physical presence as well. Because if you throw those smokes and you don't see anybody as a CT, well, now you're just going to leave. But in this situation, FaZe, they haven't played anybody inside of their smoke. That's the second time actually he's gotten away with that.
We're tied at 11. It took overtime to separate these teams the last time they faced on Inferno.
FaZe have not won a round yet in the second half, right? This is a 11-4 half.
Oh my god. 7 rounds straight.
7 rounds straight. G2 do not know what it's like to lose yet.
I mean, G2 have had no less than 2 players alive in every single one of these rounds as well, so it's not even like they're getting by in the 1v1 clutches.
Brand new out of FaZe just yet.
He is gone. Tied game. Felt like a freebie. Felt like Mirage was going to have to be the difference maker, and now, honestly, we may never even get there. But Brokey, looks to turn this upside down, a missed shot versus a peek from Hooksy, and he immediately bails back into the bomb site.
Shockwave.
This is just going to allow for them to double up on Arch.
The thing is, though, as soon as they're crossing the space on side of mid, it's not like G2 are just continuing forward with no on A hit. And for that reason, actually, we have FaZe not overstacking the A site. Brokey's getting behind the smoke from the CT.
Shockwave.
I think FaZe are quite confused right now.
Shockwave.
Underplaying Arch side, so Brokey sticks around, catches Hooksy at least, but now it's up to G2 whether they not want to follow through. Robs is going to be smoked out. He's got a player inside of the bomb site. They're just awaiting this commitment, and it's coming. Brokey's gotten the chance to with a double. Twists, it's just the one. Hunter and Monacy on the recovery. And they know that Robs is over here because of the utility used, not to mention fire over the top. Robs delivers the headshot. Hunter's going to get cut down, and FaZe have lifted the curse of an empty-handed CT side. 3 players up, and it's Brokey's double kill that makes that all go down easy.
I wonder what the idea was there. Well, first of all, Brokey gets a slightly deeper angle because he actually rotates out through library. I thought they were starting to get nervous about the thought of another Kobe exec coming in. But look at this, instead of staying on the corner, he doesn't get that shoulder peek kill from this position. So he makes the right move. It's cerebral, it's fast. And like Brokey's name written all over it from that perspective. Then he turns it into a second, sets up his A players for success. So a great round out of Brokey to stop a very confusing situation where level G2 had FaZe position. You can see Kerrigan wanted to come all out over on A, but he was worried about making the wrong call again. Just like Nuke, as soon as G2 make that comeback, they say, you don't get a lead, you get close.
Rain with the dinks. Then we've got a lot of bodies here. Oh, look, drawn into that utility damage. Immense impact out of those grenades.
Oh, these take grenades.
But they turn away from it, right? Because they see all that presence, G2 think, listen, we're low. We know that that initial setup had an emphasis towards the B site. Why not just try to transition into this A hit? Why not just go for carnage? And instead it's Twist with a couple kills. He's going to get himself into the site, loses his teammate towards Pit. And that next peek, well, it's a success story for G2. Listen, they won from man disadvantages back on Nuke. This would be a 2v5.
Accidentally overloaded an arcane element and created a powerful construct named Veximus.
Set it up.
Will they give him anything?
We still have the extra player.
Oh, that could have been
an
it.
extra player.
That's fantastic. But the fact that the CT's put one ahead of it, it's going to create a question. Rain takes down JKS and Monacy doesn't have the cover. So they make it quick, they press in. CTs know that's a bit of a risk to run through blind, but listen, it works.
Yeah, they had to do it. They threw this goal, even though they have to run through one, at least they know that he's overstressed, at least JKS. He doesn't hit. Honestly, has to look in every direction, and he knows the amount of time left on the clock. That's crystal clear. But they still clean up 3v2.
Watch your feet.
And this comes from a 2v5 to a very scary situation. JKS is killing out of balls. Need that possible. Look at that frag from Rain. And the frag from Rain earlier on as well. Off the corner of the sandbags, 2 bullets to the head of Nico.
Watch your step.
13 rounds now for FaZe. But a lot of money has been made from G2 through this tireless journey. They've got a lot less dollars left in the bank. It would be hard to do that for FaZe as many buys are coming. All they know is that they need to put one foot in front of the other.
The thing is, honestly, G2 have kind of allowed FaZe into the corner. Now we're going to get these chaotic moments where FaZe has to go through round-winning moments. They've got to take more risks.
Idea right there to go for the late retake grenades that just paid off such a huge way. The amount of damage that was done with the Molotov, the HE to pair with it. As G2 ran over to the A side. I mean, that came close in a 2v5, but up until that point, it was a super strong opening to the round. And now G2 might be a little bit more terrified about the idea of taking over Banana that quickly.
This comeback was always going to be a daunting task. How many more protocols in place, right? FaZe Clan pulling out the emergency book. Twist is going to be looted already.
This is like a classic situation. We're dominated on that part of the map. Now we're going to let's try to go for something new. And G2 actually did a great job. I know.
warning shot, instantly FaZe jump at it. Jiggle gets the answer, but it's not alone.
What a jiggle.
Rops is still up in there. Hunter, sensing that he's got a little bit of space, twists, making a lot of sound on that fallback.
He's committing, that's why he's leaving.
Oh, and it worked! Oh, did it ever just work? Hooksy killed Kerrigan as well, so things are going excellently. Rain recovers, but they don't know about Robs. He drops bomb, and no second kill. JKS picks up that slack. Hunter with vision into the library. CT's coming out to challenge, and the trade's there. G2 from B to A off the play of Hooksy. They get themselves in with another.
That was a terrifying round out of G2. It's scary for FaZe. FaZe tried to play this in such a passive way. It was quite a gamble with the Hall setup. But then what happened? G2 heard nothing. They got suspicious and they thought, okay, let's work overtime. They want to try to do something tricky. Let's really press this advantage that we have that they're lacking information. Okay, let's predict on a fake and send Hooksy into the B site, pressure them to actually respond finally. All the while they're actually taking the A site. And JKS, honestly, that jiggle is everything. The fact that he gets the off to scare out of that setup, everybody has to leave, and now he wins Hall's control, that helps him win the round.
To do so little but gain so much.
Greetings,
Immense.
Who are you?
The fact that he was even so nervous
You are
about
not
that, they had
registered
no
here.
idea.
This room
Brackets
is
playing a passive
our
setup on
sacred
site.
halls of learning.
Hall's control, we haven't
Only
even
those
seen that
who
yet. This
register may access them.
The idea is
Think
that can
about
come up
what
with
you
FaZe.
have
One of
done.
our characteristics of JKS is cautious.
Poor marks for poor students.
We lose it to G2, but dwindling utilities.
Run.
And Brokey, missed shot, missed chance at what could have been a 5 versus 4.
Breath incoming.
A number of times so far.
Flash above, 0 for 2. Brokey, you need to deliver. And now
Run out.
he's just nervous about even coming around that corner. We got a lot of bodies stacking up.
Oh my God.
And Hooksy's headshot. Now it's Robs' chance to shine. Oh, Nico! It's coverage.
Run.
It's killer instinct out of G2. Tied game again, 13-all.
And this is no money in the bank account now for FaZe. They need to save these guns.
For you.
G2 won that so confidently. That was the ugliest looking round out of FaZe on that setup.
Breath
That was,
incoming.
and honestly, that was a round where G2, they didn't even attack in a very convincing way, running the entire way around Arch to Brokey's natural rotation point that he's been going every single time to give him another chance to get a kill. It's only because he misses 3 shots. Now the fact that they didn't have a flash setup for the Arch peak from the
Run.
CT side, and the fact that the T's didn't have a flash to help them scale, means that that was why it looked so ridiculous. 5 OT and CT players running at each other head to head, full vision, but it's the CTs who get you cramped. The T's are happy to have that situation take
Oh,
place,
dear.
even if they don't have a
It
flash.
seems
And
the
now one of two
parameters
guns
I
has been
wove
taken
into my
down.
out of office spell
At
were
least
a
Rain
bit
stays alive.
extreme. Thank you.
Get to a crux position in the match, round 27, 13-13. The CTs cannot afford to go back and forth on rounds anymore. Look at this, everyone full vision. There's no one needs to play anti because there's no flash coming out. I don't know if Robs didn't have one from the pit. The fact that they had Brokey and called Rain over meant that they were so insecure about the A site. They wanted to hold on to this, and they lost so many opportunities with the shots being missed from Brokey. The CTs are the ones to take a timeout. Ooh, this buy.
It's not pretty, Chief.
This T-side has been incredible from G2. We were talking about 4 rounds in the first half. They're up to 13 now.
Can't believe it. And the 2 rounds FaZe do pick up by way of defuse. This is all they get. Brokey is already struggling with that op. Now he's playing unarmored Desert Eagle to try and get it back. Presuming G2 pick up a 14th win off of this one. FaZe hanging on for their life.
The one gun.
M4 spam comes out, Hooksy's in the corner. Oh, Nico through smoke. And then Kerrigan gets caught off.
This one's for 14, folks. G2 haven't seen a lead in this match.
This one goes down so smooth. Hooksy just patient in the corner. JKS wins a fight as Robs desperately attempts to get something going. G2, off the back of this round, have a lead. Not a tied game, a lead to get into the grand finals.
Wow. To beat FaZe, to win the rematch, and to do it on Inferno, where they had it. They were on the doorstep, the precipice. They were so close to touching it. And as soon as they lost Inferno, they fell apart completely on map 3. And suddenly they found their best chance yet in another attempt versus a team that hasn't lost Inferno in 4 games. We are not talking sleeper rosters. Heroic twice, G2 lastly, and Liquid a 16-5 game here at the World Final. It has been relatively immaculate for FaZe Clan. And we aren't getting the Rob's heroics. Nope. We aren't getting the Rob's heroics on the A site. We aren't getting his pushes through the halls. He's not taking everything into his own hands. You can only expect that to happen so many times. But it's just, of course, it's just one extra bullet. But it's those early grenades, too, they threw at Rain to soften him up to that point.
Kerrigan just kind of writes off the possibility of the corner. So here we go. It's guns back in from FaZe. It's that op that Brokey wanted. 1 bullet extra. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. I wonder if Rob's inability to get aggressive is maybe because JKS is kind of his counterpart. Oh, Modesty hits the hop. Looking for the timing, barrel spotted, but it's Brokey drawn into the Hunter. Rob's out of the corner, traded, and now they're gonna try. Oh no! Modesty for G2's 15th. Hits a stunning shot to take it away from Twist. When Robs isn't able to deliver, when Brokey is missing shots, when Kerrigan and Rain are dying empty-handed, they fall on Twist to go big, and he is robbed of a chance to shine.
A no-scope.
He's their top fragger at the moment, 23 frags across this second map, trying to be the Robs of the last series, and he gets no-scoped. A gut-wrenching gut shot.
This kid has 2 sensitivity, and he makes it look like 3. He uses full mouse pad to go for the 180 and hits a shot under port without his scope.
We need that queued up to the replay, and we need Rain to try and hold on to this M4, but they all get cleared. G2 will have 2 attempts to get into this grand finals.
I was looking through the match thread yesterday. The G2 fans say, don't give us hope. We don't want hope. Well, now it might not be hope. You need any more? Oh my God!
Harness the power of the op.
180 for the trade. And another round where Brokey gets shut down on A in the same position. Trying to get some counterplay out of port, missing his shots, rotating over. Was normally missing a shot, hitting a couple later on. Some of them consequential, some of them not. This half, man. I want to talk about consequential. FaZe Clan have won 2 rounds so far.
11-4 T-side would lead you to believe that this one had already been wrapped up. A CT pistol in FaZe Clan. Quick GG go 3. But now the desperation sinks in. The reality of this situation sinks in. And a fully focused G2 gunning for grand finals. Hooksy's gonna get tagged up half health, but those utilities are already basically gone. Brokey still has that full belt, but he's also only got the deagle. He's gonna try to run over to support.
Oh, it's an open map once again. G2 have got this. Had a wall push all the way through, not a single time this half. No one getting into window. No one peeking down bracket, for God's sakes. It hasn't been a single thing except for Brokey taking his peek on port, seeing on Arch behind it. No rifles, getting into position. And with that space, Hooksie has been thinking, how do we take advantage of this? Get these CTs to rotate more than they're comfortable with. And he has been right about the site that they want to go to a number of times. He has had the players to win when he's been wrong. And now, potentially one final try in their best case scenario.
40 seconds.
FaZe Clan have to put up a defense once again.
Kerrigan ready with smoke.
Watching basically nothing.
Incendiary to follow when the crunch time really comes. If it comes, and sure enough, it's about to. Hooksy wants to shroud Kerrigan in that smoke, and now it falls to Rain and his FAMAS. Kerrigan comes out with the SMG, still alive and kicking. Everything's getting confusing. USP's in hand. Body's falling, and Brokey finally gets something going. But now he's pressed up. We've got going down just like FaZe Clan. Monacy, AK Up, Robson Twist, the two highest rated players at this event prior to this semifinal. And now they've got 3 players to drop. Monacy so close. His teammates lean back because they're not even needed. G2 will end this year where they started it, a grand finals. But this is Hooksy's G2. And they have one BO3 left over. One last match to do the unthinkable. They may not have attended the major, but they just eliminated both of 2022's major champions.
It's a moment to be proud. Honestly, no matter what happens at this point, G2 with massive victories and every excuse in the world if it weren't going to make it work on this run. And now here they are in a finals, taking down the best team at this event in semis.
Team Liquid, G2, grand finals to round out the year. A year of back and forths, a year of ups and downs, a year of dead eras. And all of a sudden, we got a new champion to finish this one off.
Taking down both major champions in the same run.
What a run. And a run that's not yet over. High hopes for the G2 camp. And who other to give us his thoughts, his emotions, than Hooksy. Bask in the glory that is his semi-final win.
Hooksy, you've done it. Your first ever Tier 1 Grand Final awaits tomorrow. What does this feel like?
It's pretty crazy, honestly. Also, the way we won, I really felt like it was a tough first half, like a lot of mistakes, also for me individually, so I'm also proud of myself that I actually stepped up and could actually call a good T-side even though I had a really bad individual game. So
talk to me about that though. You're down 11-4, it's FaZe. You were down most of the game, right? They got to 13. What were you saying to the team? How did you keep things going?
I honestly don't say anything special. I just feel like this team, we showed it at EPL in the group stage as well. We made so many sick comebacks. When we're in this mood, when we play like this, we can always make comebacks. So yeah, just in general, really proud of the team and what we can accomplish when we actually play to the level that I know we can.
And what's changed within the team? Talk to us about this, because you guys have hit another level that many of us didn't expect you to hit here.
I think our practice went like shit. Sorry for the language, but if our practice went like it did in the last week up to this event, then apparently we play good in official. So we've been playing so well in Prague before the event in Copenhagen, and that didn't go well for us. So I guess we just have to lose in practice.
So.
Is this worth our time? Is there something we can do about this? Because we're just wiping to the same thing over and over again. We simply cannot keep this raid alive through 3 of these absorb shields.
Yeah, this is...
they've called an immediate break, so do you think that might be something that's happening here?
I think that it's possible that they're going to try to reallocate some characters between this and other raids that they think might be stronger, because you don't want to spend too much time wasting time with something that you can fix with some damage, because you don't want to allocate it. It's
called it through 3 of these absorb shields.
Yeah, this is situations that you saw or the end need more that answer available.
So there might be another.
These whelplings perceive anyone not of my blood as a threat. Their gaze pierces all. If they see you, all nearby creatures will awaken to purge you from the vault. The sundered flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand as they meddle with it.
Interrupt. 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 Watch your step. Run out.
Huh? あ、やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい本当にやばい本当にやばいこれはまずいこれは非常にまずいですプロ並みです
My beloved Malagos gifted me with arcane seeds. I planted them here. A little garden from here. It looks as though it has grown wild. I will need you to prune it.
倒れててくれるし、そこら辺ね。
Shockwave.
Too far away.
やっとここまで来た。
Move to triangle.
コイン欲しいから踏んでた。でかいな。マジでさっき。
AOE incoming.
There is no sign of the sunlit flame here. Come, this way. The location of my vault was chosen to harness.
ちょっとずつちょっとずつ。あ、来たー。
Do be on the lookout for the growth of extra appendages.
かもしれん。この赤いなんかパッチが本当に嫌だ。どうかしてるぜ。
You have discovered one of my books of translocation. Since the majority of the vault's caretakers are flightless, I incorporated a means of safe travel via these tunnels.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
あれココナッツか。ドリア頑張ろうか。こんなん行くで
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
で次どこ
Watch your step.
むずい。どこまで行くの？無理じゃん。え？向きに当たり外れがあるんか。
Watch your step.
So beautiful, so powerful, all for me.
Watch your step.
左の魚を踏まなきゃいけないの。
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
ココナッツ。お、いいね。上手。
No, no, no! Mine! It is all mine! Me! Take care of them!
Watch your
Take care of them! Slash you!
phase change. Interrupt. Watch your
Poor Azurblade. I do not blame her. I should have thought of her before I left. This door. I sense a breach behind it. The sundered flame must be this way.
お、いけるかも。これでいいですやん。
Out of range.
何これ。これヨッシーがしか食べれないってこと？
Tear this place apart if you have to. I will expose whatever secrets she locked away within these vaults.
Tilash must not break the final seal. The consequences would be dire. Please,
まあ
hurry.
ヨッシーなんとダメか。出たのにまだだわ。
She sent you. Now. Freeze!
Run out.
Her secrets will be mine! Now you
Find shelter.
スピンジャンプできない。
Ice!
Run out. Watch your feet.
Her
Run out.
secrets will be mine!
これやだ
Freeze!
Run out. Watch your feet.
マジ全然出る
Freeze!
よし
Run out.
できない
Watch your feet. Run
で
out.
きないもんできん
Now you
Find shelter.
freeze!
Run out.
どこだっ
Watch your feet.
けこれだ
We are too late.
ヨッシーの知らない嫌いヨッシーは嫌い
Shockwave.
またヨッシー
Knocking back.
My dear one. He knew that wild magic was dangerous, but he meddled with it anyway. By the time we found him, we could not stop the growth. I placed him in
ど
stasis
のボタンが何のボ
and
タ
find
ン
a
だかも分か
proper
んなくなって
cure.
きた
And then I was gone. Champion, you did what was needed and ended his.
Hello.
Hello.
I think I'm gonna be super sore tomorrow.
Oh, you went heavy?
Yeah, but like the problem was like so I was working on depth on my squat.
Oh, yeah.
And like I stopped on 225 and I got down low and I was fine. And instead of
low.
And I was gonna go over 235 and I was like, no, fuck it, let's go 245.
Oh.
So I went down and I got lower and I got stuck. And I was like, fuck.
Okay. Is it you on the Smith machine?
Yeah, no, but I came back up, but I was like, holy fuck.
Oh.
And then I did it again. So I think I'm gonna be super sore. I can feel my legs whenever I get out of my chair.
Zog. Dude, I'm tired of people. They're so shit at DPS, man.
Yeah?
It's just like, dude, you're not you're AoE spec, you're doing less damage than me. I'm single target spec, and then vice versa. You're doing fucking like 10k DPS, the healer's doing as much as you. What the fuck are you doing, my guy?
I feel like, dude, I'm tired of seeing this honor level 3 every time I log on. But I feel like, for a lot of builds, or a lot of specs, it's just, there's a cookie cutter thing you can follow.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to
Good thing it's
do decent DPS.
It's Demonology, Warlock, and a non-movement fight also, so it's just like, there's no excuse for you.
Yeah, isn't like,
not doing DPS.
WoW just like, trifecta, tank, healer, DPS, and you just like, rotate buttons?
Yeah, if you see something light up, you cast
push
it, and
yeah.
then you do filler
Spells
casts and stuff
until
like
something
that.
else procs.
Yeah. It's like, dude, if you can't do fucking like Demonology, they have like 5 buttons. If you can't do that, do Demon Hunter, that's 2 buttons. Or Fury Warrior, 3 buttons. Good lord.
I hate Fury, dude. Who wants to hold 2 big ass swords, dude? What are you, Kirito, dude? Fucking. No one's screaming, right?
What are you, Cassante?
Oh, I am.
You are.